Okay, the article starts off today by saying a group of prisoners sing and stomp their feet in the dirt of the prison yard. Yes, that's what it means to stomp. That's when you push your feet down into the ground in a forceful sort of way.
And when you're angry.
When you're angry, or soldiers marching, they might stomp their feet just like this. Yeah. A prisoner, as we said in the opening of today's program, that's somebody who is in jail. They have probably committed a crime. They have done something against the law. And of course, if you do that, you go to jail or to prison. Prison and jail mean the exact same thing. The prison yard, that's where the prisoners will go outside sometimes to get exercise.
Oh, okay.
They can walk around, they can lift weights.
They might have basketball nets and places to exercise.
They will have sports. Sometimes they're not allowed outside for very long.
That's right.
Maybe like an hour per day or something like that. But these guys, they're kind of stomping and singing. They're stomping their feet in the dirt. The dirt is the ground, the soil or the dust, that kind of thing that's on the ground.
That's right. Well, who are these talented prisoners? Let's read on. It says the singers are inmates from Malawi's Zomba prison, most of whom face life sentences. Wow, so these are some pretty serious prisoners, a life sentence. Well, a sentence here is not like a sentence that you write in English with verbs and nouns and a period at the end. A sentence here, when we're talking about crime and prisoners in jail, it's the amount of time that the judge or the court sends you to jail for. So if you steal something small, you might get a 1-year sentence. If you kill someone, you might get a life sentence, which means that's the amount of time you must be in jail. And if you are in jail, one word that we could use to describe a person in jail is an inmate. Prisoner is okay. Inmate is also acceptable. It's one of the terms you might see the police or prisoners use to talk about themselves being inmates and not prisoners.
Okay, so these guys, they're in jail. A lot of them have a life sentence.
Long time.
As you say, they've done some serious crimes.
Yeah.
Yet, they are the latest musicians to receive a Grammy nomination.
Wow.
Okay, a nomination is when somebody says you have a chance to win an award. When we have the Grammys or the Oscars, the things that are announced first are the nominations.
Okay.
The people who are nominated are the nominees.
Aha.
Okay, so if you have a nomination, you are a nominee. That means you are one of the people that has a chance to win the award. So they say the nominees for Best Actor are Leonardo DiCaprio, who else? Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, some other actor.
A few other names.
A few other names.
Okay.
And then, of course, they will pick the winner out of
winner.
the nominations or the nominees. Okay, so these prisoners, they have been nominated for an award.
Wow, that's cool. Let's check out the album. It says, through an album called I Have No Everything Here, male and female inmates were able to share their stories with the world. Very, very cool. So that's the name of the album. I Have No Everything Here. Now, if you think that English sounds a little funny, you're exactly right. It isn't exactly proper English, but the meaning, I think, is I have nothing here. I have no everything. I have no of everything or nothing here because, of course, they're prisoners and they're not allowed to keep their own things. So it says male and female inmates. That's interesting, telling us there's both men and women singing on the album, and they're able to share their stories with the world. Fascinating. So how did this album come about? It's kind of unusual for prisoners to make an album.
Well, this album was created thanks to the Zomba Prison Project. This phrase, thanks to, it's like saying because of, something allowed something else to happen. So there's this project, the Zomba Prison Project. It allowed them to make an album. These men and women got to get together, make some music, and it's been internationally recognized.
Very cool. The Zomba Prison Project was brought to life by American music producer Ian Brennan. So we could also say thanks to Ian Brennan, this project was brought to life. And if you bring something to life, you make it come alive, you give it life, you give it action, you make it happen. It's a shortcut for you, so let's take a quick break and find out more about it.